wasn't Bob Baffert, if it wasn't in the hands of Mike Smith. The human element, I think, is a big part of your assessment of Nevada Beach, because he's a late developer. He's short on accomplishment, but he's getting good at the right time, and we've seen Bob do this before.
Well, I think what would happen, so Contrary Thinking is in the number 4 post. Nevada Beach is right to his inside. If Contrary Thinking just goes with which we're expecting, I think Mike Smith and Nevada Beach are going to stay in that second position, just right off of him.
Do exactly what he did in the Goodwood last time out, just sit second. I mean, you know, the beauty about the Rabbit, you know what they're going to do. There's no guessing who's going to the lead.
As we take a look at Nevada Beach, this was earlier today as well. I think of all the horses in this field, he is the biggest wild card, because is anybody really going to be surprised if Baffert pulls a 20-1 upset in the Breeders' Cup Classic? Probably not.
No.
But before the race, we think, oh, he's running into the toughest Classic field we've ever seen, and we may very well be right about that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, no doubt about it, he is. And I think the question mark, too, he's so lightly raced. He's only raced 4 times as a 3-year-old, but saying that, the one positive, he has improved in each and every single start. And you could say, yeah, he's running against olders, but he beat older horses last time in a Goodwood, even though, again, it wasn't the toughest Goodwood we've seen in the world, but he beat Full Serrano, who won the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile last year.
And he's not a typical Baffert horse, and by that I mean, you know, he's a lazy workhorse. You know, he's not flashy in the morning, although he can go around there. He debuted at a mile. I mean, distance is going to be his friend. The 1.25 miles is not going to be a question mark for him.
So now what are we seeing here with the head really low like that?
They just got his head bowed, which I kind of like.
I do too.
Yeah. For a couple of things. When I was training, I used to like that. Horses move a little better. I mentioned earlier in the week, they use their hind. When their heads are bowed like that, they tend to... There you go. P-Val, good morning.
What's up, bro?
Behind us. When horses bow their head, they push off with their back rather than pull with their front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They use the hind end a little more. And also, from a rider's standpoint, Joe can touch on this, it's a lot better for you, right? Rather than a horse having their head up, you have more control when a horse's head is bowed.
Oh, yeah. When a horse has their head up, it's so hard to control them, because they really, the more you pull and they keep their head up, they just...
He's got no leverage.
Yeah.
The reins are slack. There's nothing to pull against.
But when their head's down like that, you have so much more control. They can kind of come back to you a lot more. If you ever see a horse trying to run off in the morning, most of the time, I would say 90-95%, their head is just straight up in the air and just uncontrollable.
But Nevada Beach for Bob Baffert, I mean, it's a tall task, but in 4 starts, he's shown big flashes of talent. Right now, we're going to check in with Andy Biancona. Is she with Ned Toffee or Ted Noffey? I can't remember.